Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I'm going to show how I hand polish slabs and bigger pieces on the cheap. So I got a little DIY setup here that I'm going to show you, and maybe you guys can use it. I'm hoping to upgrade and move on from this. I've been doing it this way for quite a long time. I didn't mind it before, but now my schedule doesn't permit me to sit down and do this. It takes me about 4 hours to do one piece, so and you'll see why here in a minute. But what I have here is I have two projects that I'm working on right here. One's finished, and the other one's just getting started. So basically how I hand polish is this little setup right here. Looks a little crude, but this has done the job for me for many years. I have an old drill and I use these polishing pads. These are 4-inch polishing pads, and I bought a little quick attach here that goes into this little arbor connect here, and this basically polishes my rocks. So I'll stand here, just turn on the trigger, polish it up. I'll show you how I operate it here in a second, but basically how I go through this process is I have these different grit pads here, and they go from 50 grit to 3000 grit. Well, actually I have a 6000 and 8000 pad, but I rarely use them on this stuff. Up to when I get to 3000, this has got an amazing polish. You can see the detail on this here. This is completely dry. And this is a piece of petrified wood collected here in Nova Scotia, and this, you can see this is like pretty good. Both sides. This is my favorite side here on this piece. It's got less cracks in it. So the polish comes out really nice on these because it's pretty much all jasper and chalcedony agate, so it's pretty hard stuff. It polishes up very, very nicely, and like I said, I only have to go to 3000 and get a really wicked shine on this. I could go to 8000, but really, for the little bit extra I get out of it, I'm happy with how this is. Plus, I'd have to spend another hour or so doing it. I mean, that's not much time, but I'm happy with this. So this is the piece I have going right now. I've actually done this side in the 50 grit. I haven't touched this side yet, but I'm going to polish this side to completion. I'm ready to move on to the 100 grit pad, which I have on here now. And yeah, this is basically how I do all my polishing right now. I'm hoping to pick up a vibrating flat lap, which is perfect for me because I could leave it running all day and change it out when I get home from work. You know, it's something that I could put on and walk away from. I was just sitting there and doing something for an amount of time, which time is really precious to me right now with my schedule. So this is how I do things and how I operate this bad boy right here. One thing I forgot to show that I do when I polish these too is I'll with a little Sharpie or marker, I'll put a little spiderweb grit on here so that when I'm polishing, especially in the early grit stages, I know that I'm grinding it evenly. So once all this marker disappears, I know I've ground it down level, basically to the next surface level. So I'll polish this, or I'll grind this on the 100 grit until I get all this cleared. And then I'll do the same thing for the 200 grit, 400, 800. And then when I get to the 1500, I don't do that. I just use it on each grid pad for 15 minutes. So I'll do 1500 for 15 minutes. I'll do 1000 for 15 minutes. And that works for me. Other people might do something a little different, but that So I finished that grit, the 100 grit wheel, and that's what it looks like dry. So all the markers off. So I'm gonna move it to the 200 grit wheel. So I'll go through that faster, and then get to the end product here. Okay, so a little bit of a problem. I recorded everything. I finished the piece. I finished the polishing. I went through all the grits. I recorded every stage. Lost all the footage because my iPhone went into a reboot cycle and I couldn't get it out of it. I tried to restore, couldn't do it, so I actually had to get a new phone. So it's been a couple days actually since I can do a little recap video and show you the final results so that you could at least see what I can do with this little DIY setup. So again, the DIY setup is just an old drill. I bought some pads and this arbor off of Amazon. I think I got them for 70 bucks Canadian. I had to buy this little adapter piece for the drill. It's 5/8 that screws into the arbor. And that's it. That got me going polishing rocks. In the description link that you need to put this together, and onto the pieces. So these are two pieces that I polished. This one I polished not that long ago, so they're kind of like the same project. They're the same type of rock, polished it the same way. And so I'll show you what we got here. This was the one I polished first, and you can see the details that really come out in these pieces of petrified wood. It's all jasper and agatized. You see some black in here. It's due to magnesium impurities. And you can see some agate is opalized, some common opal there. So yeah, this is actually my favorite side on this rock. Look at the detail there. That's just amazing detail. And when you polish these, I'll show a before and after here at the end of the video for both of these pieces. The detail that comes out when you cut and polish these. To me, that's just stunning, amazing. So that's my favorite side. This is one of my favorite pieces I've done. I really love the detail that came out in that. And this is the one that was in the video and that we just finished. So you can see the polish that came out on that. I went up to 3,000 grit. I could have went up to, I have 6,000 and 8,000 pads, but for these pieces, they take a really nice polish, and 3,000, you're not going to get much of a better polish than that. I mean, maybe a little, but for me, this, you don't need to put in the extra time to polish it to 8,000 grit. This probably took 4 hours. I had time on the lower grits, 50 and 100, to get it nice and smooth and flat with as many cracks as I could ground down to a clean surface. 800 up, go a little faster. So I love the the agate in the center. Each agate line looks like it goes deeper and deeper into the rock. It's pretty cool. My new phone focuses and gets really nice, crisp, clear images at much better than my iPhone 10. This is a Galaxy 20, Note 20, I believe. It's the latest and greatest Galaxy phone. I got off of iPhone. An iPhone that did that to me, where it went into a reboot and I couldn't recover data. Luckily, I had everything backed up on the cloud, but the videos associated with polishing this, there's a couple of the polishing that didn't get uploaded in time before it crashed. So the before and after of these pieces at the end, and hopefully if they're just starting rocks, this is a quick way to get into it, and it's if you got the time. I'm going to probably upgrade my system. I'm going to purchasing hopefully a vibratory flat lap here soon, where I can just take like this and put it on the vibratory flat lap and leave it for the day or half the day, go to work, and when I come back it's done that stage. So that fits more in with my schedule than sitting down for 4 hours and hand polishing a rock. So we're done that way. So I'm going to invest in that. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. There's all kinds of that big piece, that's a 20-pound piece of petrified wood there that I want to get cut and polished, and I'll use the vibratory lap for that. I'll be showing that in a future video for sure. So yes, I hope this helps people, and like I said, it's a really good, cheap way to get started polishing rocks. So hopefully that helped, and hope everyone has a good week and stay safe, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.